Hello everyone and welcome to my kitchen. Today I'm going to try a DIY project. I'm going to make a rocket stove. I won't go into too much detail on how I do this because there's lots of videos on YouTube on how to do it. One thing I haven't seen is I'm going to use Rocksol as my insulation for the big can. I got a single piece of this at the hardware store for about $3. I'm using an old paint can and some soup cans, spaghetti sauce cans from the recycle, and I'll get to work. So I've got the height of my stack roughly equal to the height of the paint can. Reason being, when I insulate the bottom of the can, this is going to lift up, and that's about how high I want the stack to be above the lip of the paint can. Of course, this would be a lot easier if I already had a can that was this tall. But nothing a little foil tape won't handle. Wrong tool for the job, the right tool for the job. And there it is. And of course the pot goes right on here. I may put I may put some hardware cloth along there to act as a secondary pot stand for a larger pot, but that's basically it, and the flame should bloom out of these holes. Well, it is snowing, so we'll give it a little credit. Well, I can hear the kettle starting to sing now. Fire seems doing well. It does take a fair bit of attention to keep these little sticks fed. Just starting to get some steam out of the kettle there now. Looks pretty good. I think we're about to get a whistle here. And there we have it. That's a kettle of water. Not bad. That was probably, well, I should have timed it, but that was probably only 5 minutes or so. A fair amount of dinking around getting the little twigs to keep this thing fed. I mean, it is January and everything's covered in snow, but not bad. If I had to make do with this, I think I could. Okay, and my Primus Light Tech seems to be doing quite well on the stove. The spaghetti sauce can fits very nicely into the circular grooves that are on the bottom of the pot. Does a nice job holding it there. So, will I take this camping with me? Well, I don't know. That's yet to be seen. If I don't want to use up my fuel and I don't have time to get a fire going, this might just be the way to go. We'll see how it fits in the pack. I did sort of test this with a bare paint can, but otherwise I wouldn't have bothered. But we'll see how it goes. I guess there's one more important test I need to do to check its camp worthiness. Is once I shut it down, how soon can I put it in my pack? So to shut it down, well, here I got snow. I can just roll this around in the snow. Okay, now, I don't necessarily want to touch that yet on the sides, near the bottom. Oh, the bottom's okay, near the corners. So if I just dump it out in the snow, okay, how long until it's not hot anymore? Okay, well it's only been a couple of minutes and already I can touch the top of this no problem. I can feel some warm air still coming out of it, but I can grab the sides. If I had this on the, actually the bottom is cold now. If I had this on the campsite, I think by the time I ate my breakfast, packed up my hammock and whatnot, this thing would be fine to put in the pack. Okay, so here we are in the basement with the pack here, and just see how this all goes in the bag. So here's of course the stove, and the feed tray is sitting down inside there. I'll get some covers for these so I don't spill ash and whatnot inside the pack, and that's going to go off to the side there like that. I got a brand new unused paint can, and that's going to be used for grabbing water from the river and from the lake, possibly heating it up, not for drinking or cooking, just sort of for doing dishes. And inside here will go my cook kit, and it has a lid. And of course it'll have a bail handle as well. That's going to go right in here next to it. And you know, I just can't give up my kettle. So that's going to go in here as well. And for some people, this is too much for a kitchen kit. I'm humming and hawing on the bucket here, possibly even the stove. But two of these three items, or all three, they fit in here really good. Really, this is just about the right amount for me. And that's what it's all about, isn't it? It's what works for you. And in this pack, this is a beautifully sized kitchen kit. There we are. Beautiful.